Somebody needs to come out there with a big 2-ton truck or something, and they need to like just take and start loading shit in the truck, and they'll have some nice lumber. Some of that's hardwood. It's heavy. 2x12s and stuff like that. I mean, some of this stuff is just short pieces. It's not really worth anything. And that's kind of what I took. I took mostly 4-foot pieces. Little pieces of plywood, and I mean, I built shelves the other day, and I built them with stuff that wasn't really that good, and now I've got a bunch of wood that I could build shelves with. And I'm kind of done with shelves. That's the thing. Maybe I could take some of the shelves down and that I've got there and redo them with the better stuff. But I can putz around with some of this stuff. I can do little jobs with it if I'm bored or something, because I've been a little bit bored this year, because there's really nothing that I need to do now. I did it last year. But for outside I need treated stuff, so I'll still have to buy that. I'm trying to think if there's anything I need out here. I don't really think I need anything. This is Randall Road. Here's his Home Depot. I guess I won't be going to the bargain bin. No more bargain bin. The last several times that I looked for the bargain bin, it's like, oh, there's nothing here. Darn. And the reason why that happened is because I didn't think about it at the time, but you got a whole bunch of stuff at Jeff's, so he doesn't know what to do with it. It's a good thing I didn't find anything in the bargain bin, because I've got a whole bunch of stuff like that now. I bought a whole bunch of it for $70. So it's not treated. A little bit of it's treated, but it's not. Most of it's not treated, but still, I got some treated in there. It might do some of it. Can't really get some of it done. This is the route I used to take to go to work when I lived with Jeff. I'd drive this every day for a while, because Gertrude had to move to Germany with her family, and I moved in with Jeff for a couple months. It was pretty close quarters back there. It wasn't the most ideal situation. This was back in 2002 or something, just before I got my money. I think it was 2002. I stayed with him for a couple months. Then I lived with the Marshes. Yeah, we can stay in this lane. That's when I got my fridge that's in the basement, is when I stayed with Mary. So that way I wouldn't have to share a fridge with them. And I still use that fridge. it's got a freezer in it. It's not a office fridge. It's a little bigger. I paid $200 for that fridge, and then we had to leave there. They were going to tear the building down. I mean, that's what happens when you rent. And then I was subletting from Mary's, so that's when I bought the condo. And it's a good thing I didn't try to stay here because it's just too expensive to live here. It's nice here, I like it here, but it costs too much. There's a lot of people trying to get out of here. And the ones that aren't trying to get out, they might be getting, I mean, look at Jeff. He's being forced out because he can't afford it. And those dang renters, they owe him $30,000, and he wouldn't have to leave the place. That's a good part of why he's leaving, because they didn't pay the rent, and they got all these vehicles and everything, and here they're not suffering any from this. And the guy left on a motorcycle this morning, and it's like they don't seem to be suffering at all. Well, it's because they're not paying any rent. So they're using the money to buy all this other stuff. They're living for free. They're living like they own the place. They're living cheaper than I am. They don't have to pay anything to live there at all. It sucks. And Jeff's gonna end up homeless because of that. $3.93 for gas. Boy, I gotta be careful that I don't stop too fast, or all this stuff will come forward. Jeez. I'm gonna have to be careful driving. Pest arrest. There's Kirk Road.